let's go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop that. Stop it, please. Stop that. Stop it, please. We talking about generational wealth, the pressure I built for myself. For all of the people who picks on my grandmama's shelf, who heard her say, I would imagine one day call it manifestation and man would get taken away. We wasn't planning vacation like internet bandwidth was lagging. This feel like it's back in the day. It's all eyes like a captain would say. Treasure map is a trap and this rap is a rap till you back on the app. It's a matter of fact that you gotta like a giraffe while a calendar counting the days. The days only count if it's cash. When you hit the mattress, imagine a match and I feel like a madman, a master in a vain living. I'm pretending I'm thankful at Thanksgiving. I just bought a change you can't change. I see all my potential in pain dealing with the way to success and it tastes bittersweet. I mean, you far from your kin, you not one of them. To them, to them, your light and get grim like a gremlin. It is what it is until feeling switch and then it's whoa, 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 whoa. Stop that. Stop it, please. Stop that. Stop it, please. DTG.
Squad. Militia World International. You been misled. Taught to forget what they said. Yeah. Nothing can cut through this bread. Yeah. I watch from the roof like I'm Wayne. I can't forget what they said. If I'm going insane. If I'm back in it, so it is Zeds. I look out for all of my friends. I only can multiply tens. Too spoken for presence offends. They know I'm the son of it. They know I'm the son that ascends. I put on for circular scenes. I only with bags. You talking to me. You talking to dad. Fell in love with I fell in love with it bad. And no one came helping me. Had to get a bag. And nothing help a little blue screen till you go ahead, pop the tag. And nothing help a little mood swing till you go ahead, cop a jag. First whip, I cop a Lex. Next whip, I cop a Lamb. Switch up on that, make a step back. You been misled. Taught to forget what they said. Nothing can cut through this bread. I watch from the roof like I'm Wayne. I can't forget what they said. If I'm going insane. If I'm back in it, so it is Zeds. I look out for all of my friends. I'm sure this is not where it ends. I run with the train, not the trends. I train with the not the sense. You see me, I'm taking attendance. The work that I do is not penance. I'm playing to feel like it's tennis. Word of the watch, beat the premise. These speakers are speaking is free. The press of my words is a sentence. You speak like you're speaking to me. The advice is that you leave a message. Taught to forget what they said. Nothing can cut through this bread. You been misled. Taught to forget what they said. Nothing can cut through this bread. I watch from the roof like I'm Wayne. They can't forget what I said. If I'm back and they going insane. If I'm back and it's so it is Zeds. emotions I feel. I got my photo, came back to the town with a vengeance, and I'm on front. Shawty, I'm here to stunt, and it's got my ego booked. Could've said I wouldn't be much, couldn't get you back then, now what? Cliche, but I can take it to the view. Let me do what I do, give you an impromptu V-Day, get you in your feelings. Shawty riding, Shawty playing party, left the party early. She was shaking on me, gauging, trying to see if I was worthy. Now she cozy in the Jeep. She too fine to be this nervous. Now the table's turning, so we can do that, baby. 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 Whatever you want, baby. They talking crazy. They talking crazy. Crossing the line, you got me so I can unwind. Screaming for help, I might wind up in for the night. Oh, yeah. Problems, you only give me problems. I'm sick inside of always dealing with your nonsense. Problems, you only give me problems. Sick inside of always dealing with your nonsense. I'ma keep it blunt, I think I ran out of love. I'ma say what I want to you. Steady doing too much, I think now we lost our touch. You ain't the same person that I know. Under the cover of night, oh, nothing but darkness till daylight. Oh, under the cover of night, oh, nothing but darkness till daylight. Hope you know that you were crossing the line. You got me so I can unwind. Screaming for help, I might wind up in for the night. Oh, yeah. Problems, you only give me problems. I'm sick inside of always dealing with your nonsense. Problems, you only give me problems. Sick inside of always dealing with your nonsense. When you said that, hope you know that you were crossing the line. You got me so I can unwind. Screaming for help, I might wind up in for the night. Oh, yeah. Problems, you only give me problems. I'm sick inside of always dealing with your nonsense. Problems, you only give me problems. Sick inside of always dealing with your nonsense.
I'm coming in fast. First place, you coming in last. I'm hitting that gas. I'm hitting that, my body. I'm coming in fast. First place, you coming in last. I'm hitting that gas. I'm hitting that, loud commotion. We causing a commotion. I put it in, I put it in, I put it in motion. I put it in, I put it in, I put it in motion. Loud commotion. We causing a commotion. Icy as in a whole man. I hit the road in an all-white van.
fresh, set up on my hands. You don't like me, but you want my gram. How you look, how you look, how you sound? I'm a boss, I'm a brat, hard to handle. I'm a real life mood, a real life muse. Got some pretty ass in my sandals. I can't help I was born like this. Ain't my fault that you want my drip. Little bit of could have been my friend. Now you gotta listen while I pop my
Fast, I'm coming in fast. First place, you coming in last. I'm hitting that gas. I'm hitting that, my body. I'm coming in fast. First place, you coming in last. I'm hitting that gas. I'm hitting that.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. A soaring CN Tower is seen from the waters of Lake Ontario. Along with the rest of beautiful downtown Toronto, our setting today. This is it, opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. Here's a look at what's coming up for Toronto. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Boston Celtics. And then on Saturday, they'll head home to take on the Dallas Mavericks. And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, 2 years after their first title, the Raptors last season missed the playoffs for the first time in 8 years. Fred VanVleet said, "People are overlooking us again," which is not a bad place to be in. Kevin, this front office finds diamonds in the rough, so it's only a matter of time before they're back in the mix.
I agree, David. They are a quality organization. They always find a way. Thank you. Well, Smitty, opening day is upon us. You excited for the new season?
I am, Kevin. First of all, you love seeing the new rookie class, how they fit in. Second, a lot of these teams with a lot of trades and moving parts, and some of these franchises that have acquired new coaches.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Daniel Gafford is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Rose in at the point guard position. And for Toronto, Barnes and Siakam are the forwards. OG Anunoby is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Achua in at the 5. Barnes up top, guarded by Kuzma. VanVleet passes to Barnes. Anunoby against Beal. Back to Barnes. 5 to shoot. 11 feet away. Washington with the rebound. Now here's Rose. Driving inside. A 3 from Porzingis. Drills the three-pointer.
Great court awareness by Derrick Rose, reading every inch of the floor so well.
VanVleet finds Barnes. VanVleet looking around. Back to Barnes. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Rose. Outside, Beal pulls it up. Kuzma kicks to Beal. Pass to Gafford. Nice ball movement by Washington. They grab their own miss. Out to Kuzma. And again, Washington with the triple.
This is Kuzma's game. You set me up, I'll knock it down.
On the wing, Barnes. The shot off that time. And Washington the other way now. And what you get with Barnes, Greg, tremendous versatility.
and he gets others involved. Kevin plays great defense, has an excellent feel for the games. He doesn't have to score to impact winning, but if you need points from him, the young fella can provide that as well.
Barnes can't get it to go.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
There's Beal with the three. Porzingis passes to Beal. That doesn't go either for Beal. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. 7-point differential. Anunoby has the open look. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Improving as a passer. Siakam showing a willingness to get it to open teammates.
Van Vliet against Rose. To the inside. Beal. Yes. And it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 3 assists tonight.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Now here's Barnes. Shoots over Kuzma. Kuzma pulls it in.
He has gone ice cold this quarter. Obviously not helping their cause.
And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
I love when Beal slashes to the rim like this, using that athleticism and speed so well.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. And Kyle Kuzma now in year 1 of his 3-year, $40 million extension.
And he's improving. Stronger, better on the boards, finding ways to do more than put the ball in the hole.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Taj Gibson's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Hachimura comes in for Porzingis. Avdia's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Monte Morris subbed in for Derrick Rose. Now here is Hachimura. Beal taking his time here. Lets it go with a 3. Beal can't get that one to fall.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Flynn the pass to Birch. Flynn kicks to Trent. It's good from long range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Washington leading now by 6. Here's Morris. Takes it inside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Inside, here's Flynn. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
That's good planning, and that's good execution. And that's a great look.
To the right side. Hachimura down low, covered by Flynn. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Now, here's Trent. Guarded closely. Beal with the block. That's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. Washington making some changes. Fournier's checked in for Bradley Beal. And it's DeLon Wright in for Monte Morris. Lots of room. A nice shot by Flynn. Flynn's got his second bucket of the night.
The defense late to react. A beautiful play we just saw.
36 seconds left here in the first quarter. Wright against Flynn. Wright dishes to Gibson. 5 on the clock for 3. Fournier. A three-pointer is right on target.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
Here's Trent. Shoots over Fournier. Offline with the baseline jumper. And so it's Washington. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We've got more in store for you right after this. And the former league MVP, Derrick Rose, now the sage veteran, helping set the tone for this team.
We know what we have to do, and we know when we get out there that it's one goal, and that's to go out there and win the game by any means. We know that we play well together. We just got to come out aggressive.
And Rose, Greg, so respected around the NBA.
A great teammate, and you know, not the most outspoken by nature, but so comfortable in his own skin. His teammates all ears when he does speak up.
First team foul.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. Brown and Hachimura up at the 4. White is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Gibson in at the 5 down low. And Smitty, I'm going to ask you to put your GM hat on here for a second. When you think of undervalued player types, what comes to mind?
For me, Kevin, defenders who are also great decision makers offensively. Everyone knows you need shooting, but you add in a player that can defend and pass, that's how you build an elite team. Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Outside Flynn. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. He's made one and missed one so far in the game.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
And the technical free throw is good. A new group in now for the Raptors. Achua, he's checked in for Kem Birch. Pascal Siakam comes in for Chris Boucher. Barnes, he's checked in for Porter. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Flynn. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Gibson. Porzingis comes in for Rui Hachimura. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Avdia. And it's Rose in for DeLon Wright. Here's Rose. Following the basket by Pascal Siakam. Fournier in the corner. Gafford finds Kuzma. Wizards passing it around. Over to the wing. It's hauled in by Achua. Raptors trail by 5. Trent passes to VanVleet. Now here's Barnes. Count the basket.
The court awareness from Fred. He knows angles so well.
Washington's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. The wide open look here for Porzingis, and it's off from three-point range. Now here's Trent. He's guarded by Fournier. Trent can't hit. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Washington Wizards. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. VanVleet against Rose. Back to Porzingis. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 4th assist in this one. Toronto calls timeout.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
OG Anunoby's checked in for Trent. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Beal's checked in for Fournier.
And, Kevin, one thing you have to respect about Derrick Rose is that he's never stopped evolving. He's constantly adapting his game to best fit what his team needs.
And the Wizards making a change here. Morris is checked in. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Back to Barnes. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. When you think about how Derrick Rose has changed, Greg, as a player, you see some of that in almost every facet of his game.
And, yeah, over the years, he's tuned his shooting and play style in lots of little ways. But what hasn't changed is his talent for setting guys up. He's got a great eye for when and where to drop the dime.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kristaps Porzingis is returning to form after his knee surgery. He says making sure it's strong and stable is nonstop work, but I'm feeling better, and I have confidence that I can go out there and play freely. His offense has been great. It's the defensive end that he's still getting right. Guys?
Well, we know he can be a presence, DA, and I think eventually he's going to be what he wants to be. Thank you. Morris into the lane, and he banks in the lane. And it's an 8-point Wizards lead.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Van Vliet against Morris. Van Vliet kicks to Anunoby. Passes it to Barnes. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Barnes hits them both.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Beal up top. 9 points in the game so far. Chalk up 2 there.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Raptors trail by 8. 1:52 left now here in the second. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Achua, no good.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
The drive by Barnes. 3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. That free throw missing.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Ken Burge has checked in for Achua. Chris Boucher comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Flynn subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Taj Gibson's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Hachimura comes in for Porzingis. Avdia's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Wright in for Morris.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Barnes looking around. And the layup is good. Barnes has got 10.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Now here's Wright. Outside, Beal. Pass to Gibson. Just 5 on the clock. Takes the 3, and the Wizards hit again from deep.
And this is his bread and butter. Give Beal these looks from deep, and he is going to knock them down.
19 seconds left to play in the first half. Barnes finds Boucher. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Right, the pass to Beal. Can he keep it going? And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
Defensively, OG Anunoby has all the tools. Athleticism, he can get it done on the perimeter, and has the size to compete inside.
And so it's Washington looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Here with Nick Nurse. Coach, the efficiency wasn't there in the first half. What adjustments do you need to make?
I thought we got pretty good shots, and if we're not going to score, it makes getting our defense set up difficult. So we got to keep shooting them. Hopefully we start making some of them.
You can't score until you shoot, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Bradley Beal putting in some incredible work. He had 14 points, 2 assists, and 4 rebounds. And last game, he could never really get going. Maybe that lit a fire under him tonight. And taking a look at the Wizards, Shaq, what'd you think?
The three-point shot was their best friend. I agree with the strategy. When it's working, take advantage of it. I don't really like it. They're by the jumper, die by the jumper. But tonight, they're living, and they're living good, baby.
Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Raptors.
Well, the effort hasn't been there in terms of rebounding the ball. They're getting outworked in that part of the game. But you got to be more physical to turn this thing around. I don't know if they have the personnel to do that, though.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So the Raptors 5 right now. Barnes and Siakam are the forwards. OG Anunoby is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Achua in at the center. Now here's Beal, following the miss by Derrick Rose. And Beal kicks to Rose. Shoots the three.
A great one-on-one and team defender. Fred's constantly calling out plays and directing his teammates to where the action is headed.
Siakam misses.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Here's Barnes, following the score by Derrick Rose.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now here's Rose. He kicks it to Beal. Takes a shot at the elbow, kept alive. Here's Gafford. Dishes it to Beal. Rebound by the Raptors. Achua's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Outside, Beal. Driving in. And stolen by Barnes. Anunoby against Rose. Anunoby passes to Siakam. VanVleet outside. Back to Siakam. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. VanVleet's got 3 assists now in this one.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And along with production, this team really thrives on VanVleet's leadership.
He sets a great example with his toughness, his dedication, and his teammates believe in him and believe they're going to win, partly because of him.
Toronto calls timeout. It's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
You have to make it harder for him to score. Deny the ball, even double, whatever it takes to force someone else to beat you.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Porter's checked in for Barnes, and Trent subbed in for Anunoby. And then for Washington, Evan Fournier comes in for Daniel Gafford. And Monte Morris subbed in for Bradley Beal. Now here's VanVleet. He's still scoreless so far in this one. To the paint. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Wizards leading by 9. Right side Rose. There's the pass to Kuzma. And he comes up with the deuce. Kuzma's got 5 now.
Teams try to play Kuzma physical, but he has the strength to power right through contact.
Van Vliet with it. Picked up by Kuzma. Van Vliet with the bucket. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Now Morris. Outside Fournier. Left side, Porzingis. Kuzma finds Rose. A three from Morris. That one's not going to go. And Toronto will go the other way with it. The drive by Siakam. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Drives to the hoop. Porzingis, that's a 2. And Washington again with the bucket.
The reflexes on Porzingis can surprise you. For a big, he plays with great quickness.
There's a minute 34 left to play here in the third. Morris against Van Vliet. Count that bucket.
Van Vliet excels at breaking down defenses with this passing.
So timeout called here, the first for the Wizards.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Ken Burge is checked in for Precious Achiuwa. Chris Boucher comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Flynn subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Taj Gibson's checked in for Porzingis. Hachimura comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Javier checked in for Fournier. And it's DeLon Wright in for Rose. Raptors trail by 9. Outside Porter. Kicks to Flynn. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And there's the foul. Goes on Taj Gibson. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Flynn. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors.
Whenever Gibson is nearby, shooters are going to think twice. Just an incredible defensive player with a great feel for the game.
To the middle. Outside Flynn for the 3. Washington with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Morris into the lane. A wide open look here for Wright. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Wright's got 6.
I like that approach, playing inside out, forcing the defense to scramble.
Trent with it. 5 points in the game. With the shot. That shot, no good.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
And so it's the Washington Wizards up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And we'll be right back after this. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Wizards. Leading by 12. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. Beal and Avdia sharing wing duty. Daniel Gafford is out there with Rui Hachimura. And it's Wright in at the point. Here's Beal. Boucher with the rebound. Raptors shooting the ball at 42%. Here's Anunoby. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Very strong drive. OG showing the body control to get to and finish at the rim.
And Wright kicks to Beal. Down low. And the dunk by Hachimura.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Back to Anunoby. To the inside. Here's Barnes. Rebounded by the Wizards. Gafford's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Wright. Six on the shot clock. That one goes in. Wright's got the lead up to 14 now for the Wizards.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
Knocks it loose. Barnes passes to Trent. Passes it to Anunoby. Barnes kicks to Trent. Pass to Anunoby. Three-pointer. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the Raptors with some changes. Achua, he's checked in for Kem Birch. Pascal Siakam comes in for Chris Boucher. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Trent. Then for the Wizards, Porzingis is checked in for Rui Hachimura. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Avdia. And it's Rose in for Wright. Now the pass to Beal. Launches it. Porzingis passes to Beal. Off target with his 3.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
VanVleet against Rose. To the paint. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Clearly a foul.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Wizards.
What tremendous passing we've seen from them today. A very unselfish performance all around.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy.
There's Beal with the 3. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 6 assists here tonight. Kuzma against Barnes. They could use a bucket, and it's Barnes sneaking it down.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Now here's Rose. He takes it in, and Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Outside, Beal, just 5 to shoot. And the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
And great recognition there in the pick and roll. Beal usually able to make the right play.
Barnes outside. VanVleet right side. Pass to Anunoby. The 3 connects from 3-point range.
And as OG develops the rest of his skill set, this is one thing he can rely upon, that 3-point shot.
Rose against VanVleet. Now here's Rose. Defense is right there. There's the drive. Here's Porzingis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Siakam.
And at 7-3, Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
Raptors trail by 16. And here is VanVleet. And Steve, along with everything else he does, VanVleet's effectiveness as a playmaker is key for this team.
It is, Kevin. He makes great reads. He makes the right pass, and he doesn't turn the ball over. He may not check all the boxes in terms of size and speed, but the toughness, the heart, the high IQ, Fred VanVleet ranks among the top players in those categories.
On its way from Rose for 2. Now the Raptors moving it up. VanVleet with the ball.
I like how Fred VanVleet stays patient. Eyes up, finds the breakdown in the defense.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're leading by 12. There's 1:17 left to play here in the fourth. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, Derrick Rose.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives him. He has really fed off that. And finished off by Beal.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Washington.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge. And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was.
For Bradley Beal.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
Now, here's Anunoby, following the miss by Derrick Rose. Anunoby kicks to Achua. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And you got to like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Now here's Rose. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Guys, thanks. Kyle Kuzma, congrats on the win. What were you able to do successfully tonight?
I think as a team collectively, we just got stops and we kind of found a rhythm on offense, and I think we just got it done like that.
Well, that rhythm led to a W, man. Congrats. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.
Jimmy Choo, yeah. Finna zoom, yeah. Try sound like a zoo, yeah. I just any red, yeah. New any red, yeah. I don't stop at the light if it red, yeah. Back in my phone, left on red, yeah.
Tarantula this. Let's have some fun this evening. Some boys say them a make cut song when I chat, the whole of them a chat. Man a real bad man now when they have fire some musical shot. Who them rasta ya move like star ya. Roll up in a hard mark ya. Know them a want this up. Call. Grab the microphone and play a sniper. Them a flash. Girl, them love off the style. Courtesy of the man spider. Me no like them, me no like you neither. But I fire upon every backbiter. Now them not ready for the call. Grab the microphone, please get hyper. Hyper, Them never a flash. Grab the microphone, please get hyper. Them a flash. The girls say me love them styler. Styler. Some boys say them a make cut song when I chat, the whole of them a chat. Man a real bad man now when they have fire some musical shot. Who them rasta ya move like star ya. Roll up in a hard mark ya. Know them a want this. Call. When I grab the microphone, watch how the place I get hyper. In a the dance say my flash up them. The girl them a wind up them waist, cause them love after style, yeah. The vice you want here for the rhythm and me the mad star. You don't like me not like you neither. One hypocrite, one backbiter. We are them a fighter. Run when we are the major key, them are the minor. Yup, me Rolex a tell me it is our time, yeah. Call! You don't like me not like you neither. One hypocrite, one backbiter. We are them a fighter. Them a fi run when we are the major key, them are the minor. Me Rolex a tell me it is our time, yeah. Some boys say them a make us like when I turn the wall and them a chat. Man a real bad man nowadays, have a fire some music and shot. Who them rasta ya move like star.